Black Lives Matter began as a call to action in response to state violence and anti-black racism. The very intention from the beginning was to bring out black people from all over the world who have also had the desire for justice to come together as one in their communities. The reasoning for their dedication was, and which still is, the planned violence inflicted on us by the state. Also, frustration by the death of Taureaun Martin and the later discharge of his killer, George Zimmerman. It also inspired by the 31-day takeover of the Florida State Capitol they took to the streets. Then a year later, they set out as one on the Black Lives Matter Freedom Round to Ferguson in search of justice for Mike Brown and all of those who have been abused by state violence and anti-black racism. Forever scarred, they returned home and began building a base for the Black Lives Matter Global Network, which, even in its infancy, has become a political home for many people. My name is Jordan Davis, and the title is All Is One.
Alright, this is how I feel when somebody brings the topic up of Black Lives Matter, and I'm going to explain to you how I feel. Alright, so last year I talked about how we got black power. This year I'm speaking on how Black Lives Matter. Nothing bad has happened to me, but has it happened to you? Do you see what's going on? Because I know nothing bad has happened to me, but I see what's going on in the world. We are being killed, no matter if we are a boy or a girl. So keep yourself safe. For the faith of our next generation, we need the world to be healed. We don't want them growing up where everybody's being killed. Something isn't right. We need to fix something. We should not start a riot, and we shouldn't have to start a fight. If the police would just learn their role, we wouldn't feel so much control. Nobody would. No more living in fear for the people who live downtown or the people who live in Chicago. Let them know why God put you here. Let them know you have a reason to be here. Remember, it will always be positive vibes only, as I always say. You know what I mean? And no more being lonely. We stand up proud because of our color, and we should. That's just how I feel. At least I am, because I'm not trying to be like no other. I don't care what you say. This population will be fatter, and mark my words, always and forever, Black Lives will matter. Save Black Lives by Taureaun Baker. Stay tuned.
To say Black Lives Matter and to me are two different things. How could you not appreciate Black lives with all the cultural changes we bring? We tried to settle all of this by bringing peace to the town, but only parts of things were solved, so let's burn the city down. They will hear us, then they will not have a choice. Nothing will ever change unless we raise our voice. The police are dropping numbers of black people by shooting. They ignored the protests, but they couldn't ignore the looting. To see all of this in my city just brings me frustration. But what can I say? Guess I'm the Malcolm of this generation. Some people hearing me out, some think I'm dumb, but if we try peace forever, equality will never come. Frustration by Dantrell Dickens.
Inspirational Larry, and today I'm going to tell y'all about Black Lives Matter police brutality. Soon as we step outside, we is an automatic target because we have a different skin color than everybody else, and people are racist. So as soon as we step outside, we are going to get shot at or harassed by a cop or anybody because they think we're going to do something. We are a threat. We're a danger. We are not. Y'all need to leave us alone because Black Lives Matter. All lives matter too, so y'all need to leave us alone. Inspirational Larry.
My name is Ramon Vilella, and the title of my speech is Justice. Until the land of the free is free of racism, until the home of the brave is brave enough to change, until by the people and for the people, doing right by all the people, until justice just is. The popularity of Black Lives Matter have rapidly shifted over the times where public opinions on Black Lives Matter was negative in 2018. It grew during the time 2019 and 2020 and got worse.
Black Lives Matter is a roller coaster of emotions, filled with rage, disappointment, and resilience. For centuries, we've been treated as the gum below someone's shoe. We've been seen as objects to abuse for profit, entertainment, target practice, etc. We've been heard as brainless hoodlums, thieves, servants to the white supremacy. The list rambles on. To those who feel as if we're an enormous menace to society, answer me this. Out of all of this, Why can't we be seen as human beings? Why is it that we have to struggle this hard for this long just to be viewed as someone who belongs? I know what your argument might be. You don't look like us. Your kind are empty-headed fools who steal, shoot, and kill. They always use the same justification. I feel as if I was in danger, so I did what I had to do. Imagine that fear you had in that moment engraved into your heart since you were able to talk. That's how it feels to be in our shoes. I get that you might be afraid, but we're just as terrified, if not even more. You seem to forget that we all bleed, but in most cases, the only blood shedded is ours. Can't you see the root of our pain? Our skin isn't a weapon, nor is it a threat. I shouldn't have to feel as if I'm a nuclear bomb waiting to be diffused when it's not being used. I should be able to stroll my streets without being uneasy if I'm going to be the next victim on the news. Those who swore to protect us are the first against us. Those who swore to protect us are the first to arrest us. Those who swore to protect us are the biggest threats to us. Why do you treat us this way? Why can't we be viewed as the same? We may not look the same. We may be darker than the rest. But at the end of the day, we aren't made of bulletproof vests. Black Lives Matter isn't a trend. It's a movement. Not only is it a legacy that will live on till we roam the streets free, it's a reminder to the future youth to be proud of where they came from. It's a reminder to never let anyone make you feel as if you're less than. It's a reminder that their thoughts, feelings, ideas, creations that they bring matter. I matter, he matters, she matters, we matter. Black Lives Matter. Dear Police by Keitah Jones.